right, so it's been a really long time since any of us in the convention world got the chance to speak with you, and it's great and an honor to finally meet you. How have you been since the last time anyone got to see you?
Oh my God, it's been a great time being here again since 2002. Not here, but just in the con scene. The voice work, the break for that was only like between 2009, 2012. I just did stop going to conventions for a while. But it's been great getting back into it, and it's good to see you guys again. And I'm sorry that I wasn't at OhioCon. I really wanted to be there, but I was so sick, I couldn't even get on a plane. So I know, but I'm here now, so it's all right.
Sweet. And a show that fans are really excited to see and talk to you about is that you're in Attack on Titan, which is on Toonami on Saturday nights, and fans get to check that out. How's it been going for you and the fan reaction to it?
Well, it's huge, as you know. That's what she said. And Attack on Titan, it's actually one of those series that I'm a fan of. I watched the whole thing before I even knew who had the dub, and I actually had zeroed in on Zoe, on Hanji. I really, really wanted to be that character, so it was a freaking dream come true when it happened. Working on it's been great. She's got a lot of interesting ups and downs. I mean, yeah, she's pretty off, as we know. Like, what does she really do with those Titans? Let's not examine that, or let's examine that, because that's kind of cool. But it's been so fun, and the cosplays here are great. I mean, the 3D gear, people are they're really going for it. It's freaking amazing. So I'm having a great time.
There's a half-eaten person walking around from Attack on Titan.
I haven't seen the half-eaten person. Where's the half-eaten person?
They're just walking around. You'll find them.
I have to find the half-eaten person. That's freaking awesome.
It's really cool. Now, again, voice acting, you had just taken on Attack on Titan, and then the cool part is in that time law of 2009, 2012, you got to take on an awesome, fun fan sub and being Rip Van Winkle in the Hellsing Ultimate Abridged series. How is it like working on the show and doing a German dialect? Because a lot of people think it's easy, and I know 100% it's not, considering now that I work with people from Germany. So it's really unique.
I actually had some trouble with the German dialect, and probably most of the recording session was Scott and Curtis trying to make sure that I actually sounded somewhat German. I'd be like, with. They're like, no, with. And I'm like, with. And they're like, with. And then I would like do a line, and then it would be, I would say and they're like, you didn't say und. You have to say und. And I'm like, and. Oh, damn it. So it was really hard, but Team 4-Star is so great to work with. I can't say enough about them. They're wonderful, they're professional, and they do the funniest parodies. I mean, they're so... I just started watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm dying. They're so funny, and they're really talented writers, and they're just nice people. So I had a great time. I couldn't believe they asked me to be in it. I was like, let me think about that. Yes, I would like to be Rip Van Winkle. So, madness over there. Anyway, so yeah, it's awesome. I've had a great time.
And the show's madness. So another great series you got to work in was Fairy Tail the movie. How did that go?
That was awesome. That was actually my first... that was my first show with Funimation, and I worked with Tyler Walker, and he was awesome. And, of course, he knows the show because he's been doing it forever. And the movie was really cool, and the animation's really pretty, and the soundtrack was great. And I really liked working on the Phoenix Priestess, Eclair. I call her the depressed pastry. Her name is Eclair. She's 400 years old, and she's very sad. And it was really great to work on that. I love parts where I can sort of like, because I'm always all the way up here, all the time. And it was nice to be able to like, I have a lot of emotion inside of me, but I'm going to contain it with my voice. And that's always a challenge. And so it was so much fun doing that role.
Awesome. And then now you were also in the new show, Maria Hollick. How is it like going to be able to go back and work with one of your best buddies, Mr. Christopher Ayre? Tell us about how it was like to work with him.
Okay, so Chris Ayres is one of my favorite people in the world. I've known Chris since 1997. He directed me in a chorus line at Country Playhouse in Houston, Texas, and I played Val. Val is the one in a chorus line that sang the song, it's kind of a bad word. She was this one. So I won't say it, I'll just show you. But, I mean, that's the song, okay? So anyway, whatever. And so we became great friends, and he directed me and choreographed me and other stuff. And then the voice thing just happened, with Maria Hollick. And getting to work with him on a completely different, creative side. We weren't on stage, we were in a studio, and it was so much fun because he's a great director no matter where you work with him. And going from, so we talked about, Eclair, and she was like very, contained, and I'm just seething with pain and suffering. And then that was too big. I mean, she always stayed really, really calm. And then Kanako and Maria Hollick is nosebleed crazy. I mean, so that was like, it was just, it was a challenge. But if you're going to do a part like that, where you're in the stratosphere with emotion and intensity and voice, it's good to have a director that understands what you're going through. Lots of breaks, lots of hydration. Sometimes I get in my head and he'd be like, let's stop for a minute. Like, no, I can keep going. He's like, I don't want you to. Let's take a step back and let's take a small break. So, working with him on something like that, it makes the experience completely worth it.
Well, Chris is a really good friend of ours, and we've always loved talking to him, especially about his directing, because then he talks about you guys too.
Yeah,
so that's really cool.
Love him. I really do love him.
So again, it's another German word that I will undoubtedly not be able to pronounce right. It's a show you got to work on, and it's a role in Saria Girls und Panzer.
Hey, you got the und. You did better than my entire recording session for Helsing Ultimate Bridge, because I kept saying and. So yeah, Girls und Panzer, I was Saori, who was the fiery ginger. And I'm not being inappropriate. This is that she talked a lot about boys. And there's this one line that I was so glad that we were able to keep in. This was directed by Janice Williams, and she did a great job, and we had a great time working on it. It's been a day. I'm like, anyway, this is going to air, and I just did that.
It's fine.
Okay. So anyway, so there's a part in the anime where they're like, Panzervor! And she goes, panties, what? And I was so glad that we got to keep that, because that is Sayori. She's just like, she's not stupid. She's just a little dingy, but she's so fun, and her energy is so great, and I love her. I mean, I fall in love with all the characters I do, but she's so fun, and so I really enjoyed working on that show.
It sounds like it was a lot of fun. Now, and for fans of the Fight series, tell us about your role in Ikitosen Great Guardians.
Great Guardians, and then Extreme Executor and all that stuff. So yeah, that was interesting, because I recorded the first time I worked on this series. I did not want to do that on your mic. I'm so sorry. The first time I worked on this series, it's really great that you're getting me at the end of the day where I'm like scrambled eggs, mashed potatoes in my brain.
It's fine.
Oh, bless you. Oh, gosh. Gee, you should edit this whole thing out. It should just, like, the interview should just be like, hi, I'm Jessica. You should just cut right there.
You know what the fun part is? We probably will leave everything you're doing right now.
Excellent. Leave it all in. If I didn't look crazy before, I'm going to look crazy. Okay. What was the question?
Ikitosen.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, so the first time I worked on Ikitosen, I worked in New York with Joe DeGiorgi, Headline Studios, and it was awesome. Had a great time, just Ekitoku Chohi, right? Am I saying Ekitoku Chohi? That's her name. And then the next time around, I worked with Jonathan. Oh, Jessica. Another one of my favorite people, and I'm blanking on the last name. New Generation Pictures is his company. Jonathan. I hate myself right now. I do. I hate myself.
But it's Mr. Jonathan.
Mr. Jonathan. He was fantastic, and then I worked with him on that for the other part of the series, and so styles, a totally different style. Lots of fighting, of course, very fan servicey, and the challenge I have with shows where there's a lot of fighting is to really vary those sounds, because if I'm just like all the time, you want to kill me. I want to kill myself, and I'm sure people are wanting to kill me for what I just did, because it's annoying. And so it's really finding those different levels and giving different sort of sounds and whatnot to vary it up a bit, or else it's just screaming. So that actually was a challenge, because she fights a lot. Yeah. So
awesome. And then tell us about this great thing you do, that you have a YouTube channel that fans can check out, and also you have a Twitter and a Facebook and all the great other social media things. So those are some ways fans can check you out, right?
Yes. So my YouTube channel, which I really need to get back to, was really inspired by my work with Team 4 Star, putting up the full version of Never Gonna Let You Go.
Never Gonna Let You Down, maybe?
My blood sugar's low. Yeah, maybe that one, Never Gonna Let You Down. But I don't want you to ever let me go. That's where that was coming from. But yeah, Never Gonna Let You Down, Never Gonna Turn Around and Desert You. Yep. Sung as Rip Van Winkle. And so I did the full version and threw that up as a joke. And I went to bed and I was like, whatever. And I woke up and it was 7,000 hits and 200 comments. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. And that's from Team 4-Star. I mean, I just took their joke and I ruined it. And then I started putting up other songs, and one of them has a bad word in the title, so I won't say it. But if you like that kind of humor and it's funny and parody and type stuff, definitely go to my channel and check it out. I'm going to be putting some more stuff up. I've had some great suggestions, like some songs to sing as Hanji, some Neil Diamond songs as Hanji singing to Sonny and Bean, So those kinds of things. Sweet Sonny and Bean, da, 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 just let me touch it, whatever. So that'll be fun. And then, yes, I am on Twitter, my first and last name, and I have a Facebook public page, my first and last name, and I love to engage with people there. So please come talk to me. I really have a good time on the social medias.
Alrighty, now, is there any projects you want fans to know about and any message you want to get out to your fans? And that was wrestling that's knocking on the door.
Who's knocking on the door?
Wrestling.
Wrestling?
There's a wrestling team here.
Oh, wrestling's next door?
Yeah.
Is there a wrestling convention here?
No, they're part of this.
Of course they are, because anime. Wow, I wish there wasn't a wall there so we could watch the wrestling. So I actually can announce, this just came out yesterday, I think, on the Sentai Filmworks page. Problem Children, I play Black Rabbit, and that was so much fun. I worked with Chris on that one, too. Some other stuff, I'm dying to talk about 2 or 3 other titles I've got coming out, but I can't say anything yet. But I do also work with Cyanide and Happiness.
Oh.
Yeah, online webcomic, but they do animate their shorts. Not their shorts, but their actual shorts, on the screen shorts. Maybe they also animate their shorts, which I would pay a lot of money to see, actually. But anyway, so I've done a few of those. One of them was released, and it's called the Weatherman. I play Susan for a Bruisin'. They're just a lot of fun, and those guys are so talented. I've been a fan of their work for a long time. So when I found out they were interested in working with me, I was like, I was all over it. So it's awesome. I've just and I announce all the projects I'm doing. So I try to let people know what's going on. I just want to make people laugh. That's it. I'm very simple.
And a message you want fans to know about.
I want to make you laugh. I'm very simple. A message I want fans to know about.
Like a final message to say goodbye.
Okay. Well, I guess I just want to thank them. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and meeting me and playing with me on the social interwebs. And Rip Van Winkle loves you all in her very special way. And please come and visit me sometime. It's turned into Spanish, bad Russian. I don't know what I'm doing. But just thank you to you guys, and thanks to you guys. And just laugh. Life is too short, man. Laugh as much as you can. And I can be a part of that, then I've done something good.
Thank you so much, Ms. Calvello. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you for having me. Hi, John.